Hello and welcome back to Tea Book Club. We're an international group of tea readers who enjoy reading tea books and learning about tea. We meet every month online to have a group discussion on Zoom, and we read each book over a period of 2 months so that it's relaxed and we can get the most from the book. At the end of the first month we meet for our social, where we sometimes have the author come along, or we pick a theme from the book and enjoy sharing tea together on that theme. At the end of the second month we meet for our discussion, where we discuss the book, talk about what we discovered, learned, found interesting, anything really we want to talk about the book. Each week I do a 5-minute reading, just a little snippet from the book, which members find really useful, that they can read along, catch up. If they're waiting for a book to be delivered, they can still get a feeling for the book. If you just want to kind of dip in and see what the book's about, that's a great way to just listen to the 5-minute readings, see what's there, and then get the book if you like the sound of it. The book we're reading at the moment is Tales of the Tea Trade by Michelle and Rob Comins, of Comins Tea House in Bath and Dorset in the UK. It has been a fantastic read. It's so personal. The stories of their travels and the people they've met on their travels have absolutely been fascinating, and one of my favourite things about the book. And I think if you don't have time to read cover to cover, a great way of accessing this book would be to just dip in to the stories, which are highlighted with an underlining and kind of like a conversation between either Michelle and Rob or and one of the people that they've met. Because we can read about background and stuff like that, but actually reading those personal stories is what brings the tea and the teaware and the countries they visited alive. And so if you don't have time, dip in, catch those stories, and join us at the end of the month for our discussion, and we can share our thoughts. So I'll just read for 5 minutes, put the timer on. I am jumping in at page 120, which is in the chapter on Taiwan. The Complete Family Farm, Jojo Miaoli. Rob. Jojo comes from a family with 4 generations of tea farmers who operate an example of the vertically integrated system. They own and farm the land, process the leaves in their small factory, and sell the final product direct. The farm today produces Oriental Beauty, a tea whose unique taste is dependent on the leaves of the tea bush being bitten by a small insect, the green leaf hopper. When the bug sucks the leaf sap, the plant produces a chemical to repel it. This, combined with the bite, which starts oxidation, results in a unique honeyed taste when the leaves are processed. This bug is prevalent in the Miaoli and Hishinchu counties, so this is where the producers are. Jojo. I have been around tea since I was tiny. My sister, brother and I used to go up to the same tea fields you see today to help. It was my sister who started me in my work in tea. She's a certified tea master and has been learning about tea from a very early age. She told me I should sell the tea she had decided to make, Oriental Beauty. This is what I do and love today, selling the tea my sister makes, finding trading partners and meeting customers. Our farm covers 4 hectares, which are mostly focused on Oriental Beauty. So we grow mostly the cultivar Chin Shin Da Pan, but we also have 4 seasons oolong, Ruby 18 and Jin Zhuan TTES 12. For the Oriental Beauty, we only pick 1 big bud and 2 leaves that have been bitten by the green leaf hopper. We leave the other ones. There are 2 harvests every year, in winter at the end of October and in summer in July. My grandfather decided to make Oriental Beauty when it started to become more popular around 20 years ago. Our land and plants are good for it, and it has a good history in the area. The altitude of around 200 to 400 metres means there are many hoppers, so it is natural to use them. In Miaoli, it is the skill of tea masters that makes the biggest difference. We have a unique climate and environment which makes it the perfect place for hoppers to live, but the flavours come from the process. Apart from our neighbour Hishinchu, the conditions are not the same anywhere else in Taiwan. We have more flowery red fruit and honey layers in the tea, mostly honey flavours. Producing Oriental Beauty is not easy, though. Managing the land is the hardest bit. We are organic, which means that there's a lot of work to do. To keep the quality of the plants, we use organic fertiliser, which we make ourselves and which costs lots of money. So we have to hope the crop is good. We cannot use any chemicals, as this would kill the hoppers, so no pesticides or herbicides. We also have to weed by hand. If the fields are not kept in a good condition, the hoppers will leave and go to another garden. They live here all year long, so there is no break. They like wet but not too hot conditions, and that is why our garden has lots of trees around it. After harvest, we prune the bushes so that they will grow well again for the next season. The cuttings are put in the ground to help fertilise it. We have to do halfway pruning every 4 to 6 years when the bushes get older and have grown too big. Oriental Beauty commands high prices, but production output is lower than other teas. Not every leaf is bitten, and the bitten leaves are stunted in growth. Carefully sorting and processing is key, especially for teas that will be entered into the annual Miaoli Oriental Beauty competition. This competition is a way for the market to control prices and promote quality. Teas are entered in 10 gin boxes containing 40 tins. A gin is equal to 600 grams. Judging is done anonymously by 3 judges who are the Tea Research Institute leaders. Grades range from 1, 2 or 3 plum flowers up to 3rd, 2nd and 1st prizes, and the grand prize. Plum flowers are used because it is Taiwan's national flower. Gaining a grading increases the value of a producer's tea, sometimes by a considerable amount. This can often attract businesses who buy tea from a farmer to enter the competition with the hope of being placed, gaining a reputation and building on their investment. Jojo's family sets themselves the personal challenge of winning the grand prize every year. There are many hurdles along the way. The biggest challenge is finding enough pickers. The average age of our pickers is 80 years old. They love to work as they are otherwise not doing much and they like the money, but we need to start training up new pickers. The older pickers won't stop until they have to, so in order not to offend them, we'll probably have 2 picking teams for the moment. Jojo is positive about the future of Miaoli Oriental Beauty. She feels that its uniqueness will mean it always has a market, both at home and abroad. The competitions are seen as the main way to access these markets, and the country promotes her brand in the media. But Jojo must find more business, that's 5 minutes, but we'll just finish this. But Jojo must find more business partners to expand, as she can't find customers on her own. We are sure she will succeed because she is so passionate about what she sells. Tea is my best friend for the whole day. If I don't drink it, I feel lost. For me, every single tea has a time. The weather, time, mood and feeling all make my choice. Usually I have my favourite, Oriental Beauty, in the morning because it makes me happy. After lunch I have High Mountain Oolong because it is light and clean and easy to drink. If it's raining, I like to drink Oriental Beauty or black tea, and when it's hot, white tea or oolong. What advice does Jojo have for us tea drinkers? Taiwanese tea is fresh and tastes amazing, but to get more enjoyment out, your customers should try to understand the drinking culture and appreciate that tea is made with both hands and heart. Tea is also far better when enjoyed with friends. And we couldn't agree more on that front. Tea is all about sharing. And in many ways, that's what we do at Tea Book Club, is to share tea and our thoughts on tea and what we've discovered through our reading. If you enjoyed that, hop on below. There's the links to Tea Book Club. You can go to the website, teabookclub.org, or join Tea Book Club on Instagram and find out more about us and join us for the next meetup. Thank you.